Hey guys, I'm sorry if my hair's a little wet. I just came out of the shower. So today we are going to be reviewing a Netflix original film from 2017, The Babysitter. The reason I'm reviewing this movie today is because tomorrow I'm going to review the sequel, which just came out on Netflix 3 days ago. So yes, So The Babysitter tells the story of like this nerdy kid, and he's like 12 years old, and he's too old to have a babysitter, and he gets like beat up at school and stuff, and his babysitter is the only one that's nice to him. And when his friend tells him that his babysitter probably sneaks over boys at his house, he goes to stay up to see what she does. She finds out that she is actually part of a demonic cult, and he has to survive the night. Okay, so right off the bat, starting off with my positives for this review. All the humor, it pretty much lands with this movie. It is a horror comedy, and yeah, all the humor pretty much lands.
Hands up, don't shoot, man! Black Lives Matter too!
And this movie was made in 2017. Before that phrase became 2020. Okay. And another positive, the gore in this movie, even though it is mostly CGI, it does not hold back. It makes you scream at parts. Oh my god. He put a fire poker in the cop's eye and just twisted it and yanked it out. The carnage candy in this movie does not hold back. So if you're into that kind of thing, like me, you will find yourself enjoying this movie because there's a lot of gore. Carnage candy. And the characters are pretty likable for the most part. Especially that one guy who is a part of the cult, but he doesn't really care about the cult stuff, he just likes killing people. And when he sees the kid, when he's trying to kill the kid, a funny part, it's funny. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. When he's trying to kill the kid, he hears eggs being thrown at his house, and he goes to see that it's one of the bullies from school, and he's like, "Kid, you gotta stand up to yourself. Go out there and crush that bitch." And then after he does it, he just goes back to killing him. Yeah, he was a pretty likable character. It's a fun movie, this movie. It's pretty fun. And the bully himself is also likable. We don't see too much of him, though. He's only in the beginning of the movie, and that scene I just mentioned, and the end. Oh my god, I forgot to mention. Spoilers. I'm not going to spoil this movie. Guys, don't worry. I will not spoil this movie. I didn't mention anything yet that's too spoilerific, except maybe that one joke. But spoiler warning is ahead. And also, if you're someone that has not seen this movie yet, I suggest you don't watch the trailer because there is a twist that happens around the half-hour mark of the movie that if you watch the trailer, it will be ruined for you. So don't watch the trailer, just go in completely blind if you're watching this movie, which I suggest you do because it's really fun. The spoilers are starting now, so get out if you don't want to be spoiled. Okay. Oh my god, I spoiled it anyway. I spoiled it at the beginning when I told you. Damn it. I'll put a card up at the beginning. I'll say spoiler review in the title. Okay. Now, around the half-hour mark of the movie, you're not expecting the twist to come, but when it comes, it's funny because it's so unexpected. The babysitter, she's It is so unexpected when it happens. He's like looking at her, and he sees what's like. It looks like she's like kissing a guy, and he's like the kid. He's like, he's not thinking anything bad, and all of a sudden she just stabs the guy with 2 knives in the head, and then the text comes up on the screen with the kid's face, and it goes, "What the fuck?" And then all of a sudden he runs away, and he has to survive. I've seen it like 3 times, this movie, since it came out, and it still gets me. Like I said at the beginning of this review, the humor lands for the most part. I also like the part where the kid drove a car into his house. Also, this movie, it takes some of the kid's fears, like, while he's sleeping, she goes to, like, put a needle in him, and he's scared of needles, and he can't let her know that he's awake, or she might kill him, and she's putting a needle in him, and she's just extracting his blood, and he has to be quiet. And he's scared of spiders, and that also comes into play later. And most of the victims are not. He kills. It's like, all right, guys. Home Alone. It's like that, except like instead of robbers, it's like a cult, and he's killing the. He's killing all the people that tried to kill him, due to either their stupidity or his cleverness. Now, another positive. They set up the relationship between the babysitter and this kid really tight, and you can see like there's a relationship between them. So even when he's killing her, at the end when he drives the car into his house and runs it over, you still are like, oh no, you kind of don't want her to die, even though she tried to kill him, because the relationship is tight. Yeah. The writers did a great job constructing that segment of the movie. And one negative I have is some of the scenes are the jokes. They go on for too long, and like it's kind of like a pause point in the movie where the jokes just run on for too long, and it's just like, okay, let's get on with it. Let's get back into the action, which it's very small. I really had to think to come up with a negative for this movie. It's very small, but sometimes I do find it. Sometimes it does bother me. It bugs me a little bit. But not so much to the point that it's really bad, like it's like, oh, this big problem this movie has. No. But it does have that. Now, my rating. I give this movie an 8. I give it an 8. If you're bored on Netflix one day looking for something cheesy and fun and it knows what it's trying to be, I suggest you check out this movie. But remember, do not watch the trailer. Remember, 8 out of 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8 out of 10. So that is my review for the Babysitter 2017 Netflix original movie. Let me know your thoughts on this movie in the comments below. And please don't spoil anything. Now, this is just my opinion. If you hated this movie, that's perfectly fine with me. Your opinion is great too. If you agree with me, that's great. If you disagree with me, that's okay too. None of our opinions is right. It's all, well, people. Okay, so make sure to leave a comment if you like. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Maybe even subscribe. Okay, I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.